95.5 WFMS. Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Deb is on last day of vacation today.
Yep, she comes back today and is back in the studio tomorrow, and then you're gone.
And I'm gone, too, because it's the royal wedding, as we're calling it. My son, Corbin. We'll be talking about that a little later on this morning. Some ideas, maybe how you could change your weddings, make them a little different.
If we had the opportunity. Which we don't.
We don't. Details of that. Also, Colts' first preseason game. We're going to be talking about that and getting you updated on that action as well. And I'm excited about this a little later on. We're going to talk about the inaugural Jim Daddy Invitational Golf Tournament.
Been waiting for details on this for years.
Yeah, we'll have all that coming up this morning. So enjoy your morning. 68 degrees now at 95.5 WFMS.
712 with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Oh, well, 712 in some other area. I'm trying to think. It was somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. There's some little island.
Right. Bermuda.
In Bermuda, it might be 712. 612.
612, yeah.
Jim,
I want you to scare anybody there.
Thank you very much. Actually, I'm a little excited. That's why, because the Colts preseason starts this Saturday. Against Buffalo, in Buffalo at 1 p.m.
Okay.
And the time is right there. I just double-checked. It is 1 p.m.
1 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
reports were last week that the last practice they had, it was everybody seemed to be hitting it on all cylinders.
Good.
So I think, I get this way every year. Hey, it's the start of the season. It's like a Cub fan waiting for the and then things fall apart.
Sometimes they can.
As of right now, we're looking good. So.
Right, and of course, this is what these are weird games because usually just the starters play that first set of downs almost on the first game.
Anybody injured.
Right, exactly. There to kind of get a little feel of it there.
See if Anthony plays a little bit more than normal.
They might because, being a rookie and all this. So let's get some snaps. Let's get some things going.
Had a really good practice on Friday or Saturday, whatever day it was. The last big practice they had. So that's good. Anyway, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Let's see what happens. It's 1 o'clock this coming Saturday as the Colts travel to Buffalo.
And will you be having a Colts song? You won't this Monday?
No, not preseason we don't. I'll do the preseason games off the air.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Morning, 625, Jim, Deb, and Kevin at 95.5 WFMS. Deb out. She'll be returning tomorrow, and I'll be off as we continue the planning for this wedding that'll be on Friday with Corbin and his my soon-to-be my daughter-in-law, Kyla.
Yeah, it seems like just a few weeks ago you made the announcement that they were going to get married.
Yeah.
And here it is, Friday. So we got to talking. Jim and I were just reminiscing. I had 3 daughters get married, so I've kind of gone through this. I know what Jim's going through. But there's so many wedding traditions that are built around what the wife and the bride, the mother of the bride, they're coming up with these traditional ideas, I think.
There's a lot of them I'm learning about.
So what if the guys plan the wedding? What it would be like? I think weddings would last maybe 10 minutes at best.
Oh, yeah. The actual ceremony,
There would be no save-the-date mailers.
No.
It'd be word of mouth. Hey, by the way, they're getting hitched later on.
Right. Your invitation would be your save-the-date.
No rehearsals. Why have a rehearsal? It's just an excuse to have another meal that you have to pay for, Jim.
Right.
Weddings would be at a golf course or in a bar or better yet in a backyard around a grill.
I like that.
That's the wedding. So there's no catering. It's like maybe bring some paper plates because we're going to take care of the meat.
That's right.
Everybody brings a side dish.
You get to pitch in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And weddings would be come as you are.
Yeah.
So none of this semi-formal, formal, this guy whatever you got on.
I mean, it's going to be
duds will be fine.
85 and, in a tux. It just doesn't make sense.
So we put that same question up on Facebook, and we asked you to tell us what it would be like if a guy planned the wedding. Carolyn says, blue jeans, fire pit, and a keg.
Oh, yeah.
Mike says the reception would be on fire, maybe literally. Paula says a T-shirt and blue jeans and a keg on hand. Now, Kay says it would just be held at the courthouse. If the guy planned the wedding, it'd just be a courthouse thing.
Yeah.
Tina says jeans and AC/DC T-shirts.
Nice.
Sandra says hamburgers and cigars is what it would be if a guy could plan those. There's a bunch of those. If you'd like to weigh in on our Facebook pages, we'd love to hear those.
Sure.
We're going to read those throughout the day. But kind of reminiscing. What it'd be like if a guy could plan the wedding.
Wow.
6:39 with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Deb comes back from vacation. Was it tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
And then we'll see a lot of folks coming in town.
Oh, yeah.
Probably starting as early as tomorrow because this weekend is a race weekend.
It is the Brickyard.
That's right. Practice will all start on Friday with IndyCar Grand Prix on Saturday and then the 200 at the Brickyard on Sunday. So the Grand Prix, the IndyCar race is At 12:30 on Saturday, the Brickyard race is at 2:30 on. I'm sorry, 12:30 on Saturday, 2:30 on Sunday.
Yeah,
it's a weekend of racing.
It is a weekend of racing.
And we got open wheel and NASCAR together.
I love that. I do love that.
Not at the same time, although that would be kind of cool too.
Well, it would be. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yes, that's all this. So if you're a fan of racing, this is a place to be.
Yeah.
This weekend.
And my normal invitation still stands. I say this every year for the Indy 500. Parking will be available in my driveway as we go into the race or races this weekend. Now, the problem is I live way on the far east side, so it'll take you
we're in township, so
a little bit of a ways to walk there.
Yeah,
but,
so you just have an Uber come right there, pick you up at Kevin's house.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it's a very reasonable price that you.
$75.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
But I'll guard your car.
You guard the car.
$75,
yeah. So anyway, it's going to be a fun weekend. Looking forward to it. It gets busy, and I love the combination of the open wheel.
Yeah. Now, you don't have the weekend forecast yet from Chuck?
It's
a little too early.
It's a little too early.
Okay.
A little too early.
That's important to know what that's going to be like.
Yeah, it is.
We'll keep you posted.
It'll be a lot of fun out there. And again, Kevin, you can head out to his house and park for a mere $75.
Oh, yeah.
95.5 WFMS, Jim, Deb, and Kevin, and the time has come for Kevin's bad joke worth repeating to brighten up your Monday.
I was at a wedding reception, and I noticed a woman kept staring at me. Finally, she spoke and said, "Excuse me, but every time you smile, I want to take you back to my place." Well, in my excitement, I asked, "Are you single?" She said, "Oh, no, I'm a dentist." Smile. Wow, I could fix those. I really could.
Really could get that. Let's come back to my place here. Right? Morning, 7:10, Monday morning with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. And the planning continues as we're in the closing moments before my son Corbin and his girlfriend now, fiance Kyla, get married this Friday.
Yeah, as I said earlier, it seems like it was just yesterday you announced they were going to get married.
It was October, I think.
And now it's happening this Friday.
Time has come. And, of course, each day I go to the front porch and I look down and I see something else from Prime. It's on the porch.
Getting stuff ready for the Are these gifts coming in, you mean?
Well, there are some of those. But these are things that I think Mimi's had something to do with there, too. Because, she enjoys her wedding planning. But, little napkins.
You sound a little stressed out, Jimmy.
Oh, I am?
Sound like maybe you're a little bit... Take a deep breath.
Yep, we got the napkins that you have to have for the rehearsal dinner.
For the what?
Yeah, the rehearsal dinner. Now, that's an old tradition.
I thought you meant napkins for the wedding.
Oh, no, this is for the rehearsal dinner. And I've got pictures. There's going to be like a big display.
Well, how many are going to be rehearsal dinner? 12, 15, maybe?
Oh, there's 44 right now.
How big is this wedding?
Evidently, Mimi did a pre-sale on the thing there.
And why is there a rehearsal for a wedding? Left, right, walk down the aisle. When you get to the altar, stop.
Right.
I mean, that's about it, right?
You guys stand next to the groom, you girls next to her, and then just kind of look at each other. Yeah. Fine. And you know what? It's a great way for me to buy their dinner.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. The groom family buys the rehearsal dinner.
Buys the rehearsal dinner, yes, exactly, too. But there's all these little things that I don't remember, these new traditions, like a groom's cake. A cake.
Yeah, I don't remember having a groom's cake.
I don't think he wants a cake.
No.
Do you want a cake?
No.
I'd rather have, a cooler full of some Coors Light or something,
I don't know. That seems a little different.
Yeah, groom cake, that's in. There's all these little things that are starting to show up.
Are you paying for that, too? Not that you're keeping score.
Somehow or another.
I didn't mean it that way, but just curious if somehow this keeps adding on to the title.
Well, there's just different things. And you know what they're doing? They're purposely not telling me a lot of these things.
Well, can I bust you on one? Can I say this on the air?
Sure. What?
The other day, Jim sent me a picture of a poster that welcomes.
Yeah, it's for the rehearsal dinner.
It's beautiful. It's great.
It's got a picture of
and
flower.
I thought, how neat that is. That's wonderful. Jim's comment was,
they couldn't just use a chalkboard. Instead, we're going to pay, who knows, $45, $50 for that and get that all made up. A chalkboard?
You're in such trouble. If anybody in your family is listening right now, you are in trouble.
This is why they're not telling me anything. I'm just surprised. It's like Christmas every day.
Yeah. The good news is it'll be well worth it. And come Saturday morning, it'll be all over.
Yeah, my checking account.
Over. No, not the payments. You'll still have more payments. I just meant the ceremony itself will be all over.
95.5 WFMS, Jim, Deb, Kevin. Kevin's got your national news now and country stars that make us feel good about ourselves.
Yeah, details on that in about 30 seconds. Luke Bryan missed 2 shows over the weekend because of an illness. Laney Wilson was able to take his place for one of those shows. He says he'll keep us posted on how things go, but Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Yeah.
Riley Green's new underwear ad has finally come out. We mentioned this a couple of weeks ago that he was posing for an underwear ad. The company's name is Gildan, and they introduced Riley as their new brand ambassador on Saturday. So check out Riley in his skivvies.
Free underwear.
I bet he does. Yeah. Now, Walker Hayes gets Applebee's for life, and he gets underwear for life. It's good to be a country star. A study looked into the most body-positive country stars that make us feel confident about our own skin. And the top 5 were Carrie Underwood, Shania Twain, Luke Combs, Miranda Lambert, and Toby Keith.
Really? Okay.
I can think of others, too, but that was interesting.
Make us feel good about ourselves.
Make ourselves feel good about ourselves. Yeah. That is your Nash News Now. 7:40 with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. This is Jim's been a little distracted the last few days.
Oh, yeah.
Last week and then today, but we're going to let it slide because his brain is on the wedding.
Yeah.
And you're calling it the royal wedding.
Yeah, just for fun, because it seems like it. It's my son, Corbin.
Yeah, and his fiancée are getting married this coming Friday. So you are uber focused in on all the stuff that needs to be done. You got family coming into town.
Oh, yeah.
Your brother, your daughter.
My daughter, Tim, my grandson.
Your grandson. Yeah. They're all coming to town. It's going to be a big time. I thought I'd just take a few moments here and share some advice for you, Jimmy. And I'm totally serious on this. I'm not trying to be funny. I want you to take some time this week and just take a moment and enjoy the hassle that it might end up being. Just take a moment and enjoy that. This is your son, Corbin, who you are very good friends with, getting married. And don't let that moment go by. Don't rush by that. Enjoy that. Don't be afraid to be emotional.
I am right now.
That's fine. Don't be afraid to be emotional. Because at the wedding, if you break down and cry out of, you're happy, you're excited, no one's going to be looking at you. They aren't. It doesn't make any difference. But go ahead and get caught up in the moment of all that. That is totally fine. And don't worry about when things go wrong in the ceremony. You mentioned your grandson's going to be in it.
He's a ring bearer, but
he may not work out great.
Pull out of that deal,
and that's fine. Don't worry about that because things will go wrong. But the big thing is just
taking the moment.
I went through that with my 3 daughters, and the first time around, you're thinking, okay, I'll try to be Mr. Tough Guy, be the dad, and make it work, and just enjoy that moment. And if that involves being emotional, then that's fine. Well, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
You don't want to walk back on it later on and go, okay, you want this to be good memories, and it will be. And I know you've been joking a lot about how much this cost and how stressed out you are, and that's true. But deep down inside, I know you're ecstatic.
I'm happy for him.
You're thrilled and you're excited, and I think part of the joking covers up that you don't want to be emotional, but that's okay to be emotional this time. Yeah. So let it go. It's all right.
Well,
it's okay.
Yeah, it's. It'll be tough.
Yeah,
without a doubt, because he's still my little boy.
Absolutely.
And, they grow up, but
yeah. They grow up and they get married.
Yep, that's what they do, and that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be there. Yep. So, thank you. It's great advice, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
It's okay to be emotional in this way. You're okay?
Right. Yeah, I'm okay. You'll be there to help me, too,
I'll be there. I don't know how much help I'll be, but I'll be there.
All right.
So
I hope I can I'm supposed to do the prayer before the
And you know
dinner,
what?
And
You'll do a great job.
I hope I don't lose it.
You'll be a great – that's okay if you do. It really is.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you, man. Good morning.
I just want to say, as a daughter that got married, the emotion from my daddy made it even more special to me because I knew how much it meant to him. So let it go.
Let it go. That's right.
Yeah, just let it go and just be yourself, huh? And just enjoy it, like Kevin said.
Exactly. And you know what? I wish them many, many years of happiness.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
Absolutely. Amanda.
Amanda, thank you for calling. We really appreciate it. Have a great day.
Absolutely. I listen to you guys every morning, so it's like your family, too. So.
Well, thank you. So,
Corbin, congratulations.
I will. And by the way, we are family.
Right.
That's right.
You take care.
Yes, absolutely. Take care, Jim. Have a great day.
Thanks. 95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It's 8:09. Jim, Deb, and Kevin. This Friday is my son's wedding.
Yeah.
And getting excited. A lot of plans been going on for months and months and months, and now it's coming to fruition where some of the packages are coming to the door and things that I didn't even know that we'd ordered are coming in. And
you're pretty much kept in the dark for a reason, Jim.
It is. And you told me initially, because you've got experience at this, is just sit back, enjoy it, and let them do their thing.
Let them do their thing.
Right.
Now, it made us wonder, though, what would it be like if a guy planned the wedding? What if guys planned the wedding? what would it be like? Well, weddings would last maybe 10 minutes at best.
Right.
There'd be no that save the date thing, the mailer that goes out.
I understand that. Just
all that.
Make it an invitation.
Certainly no rehearsals.
Yeah,
because, again, it's just a matter of walking down the aisle and there we're there. Okay, that was it. We're done. And because if there's no rehearsals, there's no rehearsal dinner.
Dinner, right.
That you have to worry about.
Yeah.
How many are going to the rehearsal dinner, by the way?
44.
And how many's in the wedding party? A lot less than that.
Yeah,
so why do you have somebody going to the...
They haven't even told me. I think it's 5.
You don't even know. If a guy planned a wedding, the weddings would be on a golf course.
That'd be good.
In a bar, or better yet, a backyard grill.
Oh, perfect. Big little gazebo out there.
And
Bingo.
weddings would come as you go. There'd be a come as you are.
You don't have to wear tux.
Just whatever you want. Now, we posted this on Facebook, and a lot of people are commenting, what it would be like to have a guy plan a wedding. Adele says it'd be a full-on barbecue, and then everyone would jump in the pool.
Oh, perfect.
Denise says smash burgers at the reception.
Oh,
that does sound pretty good.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people commented, as Jill did, about should be barbecues and cold beer. Big barbecue and cold beer.
Big pulled
Sandra
pork.
says hamburgers and cigars. Now, Kay says, how about just to be at the courthouse?
Well, it's a quick and easy way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Paula says T-shirts, blue jeans, and a keg on hand. So if a guy planned the wedding, it would be probably a lot different, that's for sure.
Yeah. Pretty loose. And pretty cheap. All right, but I'm not planning.
No.
I'm just there. I'm not even sure what we're doing. 95.5 WFMS with Jim, Deb, and Kevin. Kevin's got your daily dirt. Now, a movie about a famous board game?
Yeah, believe it or not. Details coming up in about 30 seconds. Dirt is sponsored by Mark Deedle. Ryan Gosling doesn't let his daughters use the internet or social media because he says it's too dangerous and they're too young. He says it should be in the same category as drinking, getting a driver's license, and voting. There needs to be some sort of an age requirement.
Age requirement? I could see that.
Kind of making some sense. It really is. We have a list of rock and roll landmarks that every fan should visit. And they include Elvis Presley's Graceland.
Been there? Yeah.
And Abbey Road in London.
I'd like to see that.
You've never been there.
No, never been there.
A couple of rock and roll icons there, the places you should visit. Okay, a movie based on the Monopoly game has been in the works for years. They tell me now it looks like one will finally happen. We don't have much in way of details, but other than to say there's been a green light for them to make a movie about Monopoly. How boring would that be? And second of all, how long of a movie is it? Because the game
could go forever.
Could last days. So does that mean I want to
see
how
they do that.
no new fresh ideas in Hollywood?
I guess not.
Well, that's the Daily Dirt.